Pisces, Ali from Indigo Ascension. Welcome to your weekly quick read for the week beginning January the 25th through to the 31st. The final 2 weeks of January were always going to be quite significant when it comes to setting the energy tone for the remainder of the year. 2021 is a predominant air-ruled sign. The energy moves quickly. We're going to have to identify self in order to identify our values and what we align to, what feels authentic for me, so that I am responding and not reacting. We're going to certainly be pushed in the realms of the mind and to be challenged to identify what it means to work in mastery. Okay, the average human, apparently, going by science, uses 10% of their mind. What is that other 90%? Yeah? Have we effectively worked with that 10% in wholesome, healthy ways, or are we sort of still challenging to identify balance, labels and whatnot? Yeah, I can go really far with that sort of stuff. But let's go back to just this week. There are some significant planetary placements up there in the skies available to us all. One being that full moon in Leo. Okay, it will be stirring the shadows in many ways because opposite end of the zodiac wheel is a very, very strong placement of Aquarius energy, thanks to the planets. We're going to be lit up with a lot of conjunctions when it comes to Venus, when it comes to Pluto, when it comes to Saturn and Jupiter, and of course that Mercury retrograde that kicks off in Aquarius. So the stars are aligning in Aquarius, yes, but it's more than just Aquas that are going to be benefiting from this. It all hits us as zodiacs in unique ways, okay? So let's take a look at the houses and placements where these two energies, the shadow and the light, is going to be affected by you guys, Pisces. So there is, with this predominant, with any sort of aqua placements, okay, this will always light up 12th house stuff for you. The deep subconscious, the deeper healing, the hidden self, where we undo ourselves, where we are driven by our fears, and how that is navigated, how that is pursued, how we're in reaction mode, how deep do we know the shadows. And in many ways, with any sort of Aquarian placement, and you're going to be feeling this more strongly than you did last year. I was going to say, if you do know an Aquarian, talk to them about their experience last year. If you know a Capricorn, talk to them about their experience in the last 2 years, and certainly a Gemini as well, as far as really going through deep catharsis when it comes to getting intimate with the shadow self and doing our shadow work. So all of these Aquarian placements are falling within your 12th house, okay? So you can't ignore this anymore. There's a new way to really look at that. There's a new way to really connect with it. There's a new way to have aha moments. You're going to be, many Pisceans are going to be really drawn to that part of themselves, whether you're doing soul work, whether you're doing and noticing, dream themes, whether you're sort of connecting into meditation and there's a deeper desire to understand patterning. There's a deeper desire to understand the motives that you've had probably your whole life and where they've come from ultimately. All right, on the opposite end of the table, in the shadows, you guys are activating 6th house stuff thanks to the light of the full moon in Leo. Where is it, Pisces, that you're having aha moments, okay, when it comes to the light that's shining for you guys within 12th house? Is like, you can't ignore this anymore. And then you also know, thanks to this full moon in Leo, it must be ground down into the physical. The 6th house rules our daily activities, our day-to-day work, the people and connections we spend our days with, okay? This is day in, day out. This is service work, service role. What is servicing me? What serves me and what doesn't no longer? How can I ground down this higher wisdom into the everyday? That is the goal of soul work. That is the idea behind ascension. Once I have these aha moments, it's almost futile to keep doing the same old without grounding down that higher wisdom. Otherwise, what would be the purpose of connecting into that other version of ourselves, that higher version of ourselves, that intuitive version of ourselves? There's a lot of higher self stuff coming for you guys thanks to a lot of this Aquarian placement. Now, you'll be experiencing this right across February. And in many ways, many times throughout this year, as far as you can't ignore these messages from soul, you can't ignore sort of the shadow work that some of you may perhaps be desiring to sort of walk through and experience peace when it comes to the mind, because the Six of Swords is moving towards peace, moving away from choppy waters, moving away from confusion. You know, higher self has a message for you in many ways, thanks to all of this heavy Aquarian placement. There's a new beginning at play, a new partnership at play, a new way to build, and there's an apprentice energy in many ways here, okay, when it comes to higher spiritual pursuits, higher spiritual partnerships. Yeah, coming together and celebrate. Like, there's a lot of 3 energy. Maybe you guys are seeing a lot of 3, 3, 3. Okay, so I'll leave that with you guys. 6th house stuff under the light of this full moon. There's this commitment, this slow-moving energy. There's something here that you know gestates into something long-term. Maybe, in many ways, I'm connecting to Pisceans where there is a work contract, a relationship contract, slow-moving energy when it comes to your health as well, I do want to say, okay? Because the Knight of Pentacles, out of all Knights, is not fast, so it can be stagnant energy in that regard. What needs to sort of get a light under its tail in order to get something moving? In practical ways, you could be offered a commitment, you could be offered a contract, there could be something here in the realms of how you are going to commit to these day-to-day things. That could literally be me desiring to change up my day, change up my routine, change up what I'm committed to in my day-to-day. Maybe you feel like your work, there's something there that is slow moving. The connections around you, there's something here that is slow moving, but like higher self has a very, very strong message for you as far as what does it mean to move towards peace, okay, which is what you're deeply desiring, and that's like these deeper messages that are happening within the 12th house stuff, okay? What does home and hearth mean to you? What does it mean to feel at home? Maybe you're experiencing this within the home, okay, the people you're sort of connected to on the day-to-day basis. I could also apply this to career, and what makes me feel at home is more than just the 4 walls, you know, that I might identify as a home. It's the 2 eyes and the 2 arms that I call home. How am I feeling at home in my day-to-day? Am I servicing a higher good? Am I servicing this stagnant sort of old way in which to commit to energy, commit to purpose? What is it about a commitment, a recommitment that needs to happen within the home, within your daily activity, so that you can build foundations from the ground up? I know this is not the Tower card, but the 4 of Wands promises harmony and a coexisting vision of creating, you know, like it's not just being contributed to by one person. It's a team effort, including the kids, including everyone that works in the same work environment. Everyone is, you know, wanting, or at least should be desiring, a mutual commitment to feeling at home in these pursuits. I feel like in many ways I'm connecting to many Pisceans that have a lot of higher consciousness downloads, higher consciousness activations, a lot of opportunity to really connect into the higher self, because you've also got the Hierophant here as well. Maybe this is a marriage-like commitment, spiritual partnership. Take it however it resonates. Your service work when it comes to spiritual pursuits. There's a new beginning, a new contract here. And perhaps that means in very many ways you're really looking at the daily activities, daily routines, how there's a slow-moving energy or something that you would like to commit to that ultimately completely transforms how you feel connected and at home in your daily service work and daily service routines. Okay, the goal, like I said, Pisces, is about moving towards peace. Okay, because then we graduate into the 7 of Swords, which is, you know, don't mistake the 7 of Swords as just being selfish and, you know, narcissistic. It is primarily like that desire to just take what is right for me. What is right for you? Where are you servicing other people's needs, other people's dreams, coexisting in a way that sort of doesn't ultimately make you feel like you're equally contributing, because there might be an imbalance, is what I do want to say. What do you feel like you need to move towards peace in and move away from when it comes to turbulent waters? Wow, maybe you're connected into an Aquarian, because I've got the Carnelian card. That's what they got as well. All right, Carnelian's great for sacral chakra stuff. Second, what are we trying to create? Create new beginnings in. Creativity, vitality, regeneration, and sexuality. The deep orange color of this stone links it closely to the sacral chakra. It thus works strongly with our creativity, our sexuality, and emotional expression. It is useful for dramatic pursuits and other creative projects. It has a warming quality that is often used in healing and aiding the release of physical and regenerative energies. Drawing this card, Pisces, indicates that it is time to draw on your inner creative power and regenerate your life. In what areas of your life do you feel stifled? Use this energy to power forward. Harmonizes well with the intuitive and tarot messages that were coming through for you guys. Alrighty, my lovely Pisces, that was your quick read for the week beginning January the 25th. By all means, if you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so by heading above to the Indigo Ascension shop link. And of course, if you're watching on YouTube, you'll see those same details below, and you can like, share, subscribe. By all means, let your other empath, intuitive and sensitive friends know where to find the channel. Until next time, have an amazing week, friend. Take care.